The officer looked at me like I was crazy or on drugs. 3 days later, my aunt came home early from her cruise. She seemed nervous when I told her what happened. She didn't look surprised, just scared. Before I left, she told me something that still gives me nightmares. Don't tell anyone else about this, but this house used to belong to a man who disappeared in 1987. They never found him. Some people think he never left. I haven't visited my aunt since, and I always sleep with my bedroom door locked now. So this happened to me last summer when I was staying at my aunt's old house. I'm not really good at telling stories, but I need to get this out there. My name's 𝐬𝐮𝐸, and I still get goosebumps thinking about it. My aunt asked me to house sit while she went on a cruise for 2 weeks. Her house is this old 2-story place built in the 70s. I said yes because I needed some alone time anyway after breaking up with my girlfriend. Plus, my aunt has really fast internet, and I wanted to binge watch some shows. The first 3 days were totally normal. I'd wake up late, eat cereal for breakfast even though it was already noon, and play video games until my eyes hurt. I forgot to water my aunt's plants the first day, and one of them started looking all droopy and sad. On the 4th night, I heard a weird scratching noise coming from above my bedroom. At first, I thought it was just squirrels or something. My old apartment had them in the walls, and they'd keep me up sometimes. But this sounded different. Heavier, like something was dragging itself across the floor up there. The next morning, I texted my aunt to ask if there might be animals in her attic. She said no way because she had those pest control people come every 6 months. I figured maybe they missed something, so I didn't worry too much about it. That night, I was washing dishes when I realized I hadn't heard the weird noise all day. I remember thinking that was good, but also weird. Then the power went out for like 3 seconds. When it came back on, the TV turned itself back on too, but on a different channel than what I was watching before. It was just static. I changed it back, but it freaked me out a little. Around midnight, I heard the scratching again. It was right above my bedroom. Then I heard a thump, like something fell. I put my headphones on and turned the volume way up on my music, trying to ignore it. The next morning, I noticed something that made my heart beat super fast. The attic door in the hallway ceiling was open a tiny bit, like an inch or two. I'm 100% sure it was closed before because my aunt told me not to go up there since the floor wasn't stable in some spots. I took a broom and pushed the attic door closed. It made a clicking sound when it shut. I put a chair under it too, just to be safe. That whole day I felt like someone was watching me. I kept checking the windows, but no one was there. I called my friend Marcos to come over, but he was busy with work stuff. I didn't tell him why I wanted him to come over because it sounded stupid saying it out loud. That night, I couldn't sleep. Around 3 a.m., I heard something that made me freeze. Footsteps. Slow, dragging footsteps right above me. Then they stopped right over my bed. I laid there not moving, barely breathing. Then I heard a voice. A whisper so quiet I almost missed it. It said my name. 𝐬𝐮𝐸. Not shouting or anything. Just a quiet, raspy whisper. I grabbed my phone and ran to the bathroom, locking the door. I was shaking so bad I could barely hold my phone to call 911. While I was waiting for them to answer, I heard the attic door open in the hallway. The chair I put there fell over with a loud crash. Something was coming down from the attic. The 911 operator answered, but I was so scared I could barely talk. I whispered that someone was in the house. She told me to stay hidden until police arrived. Then I heard slow footsteps in the hallway, coming toward the bathroom. They stopped right outside the door. The doorknob turned slowly, but the lock held. Whatever was on the other side started scratching at the door. Not like with fingernails. It sounded like claws. I heard sirens in the distance, and suddenly the scratching stopped. The footsteps moved away fast, heading back toward the attic. When the police came, they found the attic door wide open and the chair knocked over. They searched everywhere but found nothing. No signs of break-in, nothing missing. The officer looked at me like I was crazy or on drugs. 3 days later, my aunt came home early from her cruise. She seemed nervous when I told her what happened. She didn't look surprised, just scared. Before I left, she told me something that still gives me nightmares. Don't tell anyone else about this, But this house used to belong to a man who disappeared in 1987. They never found him. Some people think he never left. I haven't visited my aunt since, and I always sleep with my bedroom door locked now.